Howdy. Hello, everyone. Let me get this here for us. Shall we? What's going on, everyone? Good morning? Yes, it is still morning. Temporarily. Hi. How's it going? Welcome to live stream number 1 for today. What's up, gang? Let me just see who's here. Daichi, Lorenz. Hello, hello. David, Gunsdork. I'm trying to make a pun out of the choice for a live build. I'll just go with the room reference. Oh, hi, Mark. Mafia, what's going on? Did you send something for critique tomorrow, Mafia? I don't think that you have yet, right? You usually do, so that's why I figured you probably would. But I didn't think that I'd seen anything from you yet. Okay, let's get into a live build because this is, yes, live build 1 of 2 today. Later, it's now 11:20. Later at 2 p.m., I'll be live over on the USA Gundam TV channel, and I'll be live building the motor nuclear Lubu kit, which is big and it's got a whole bunch of gold and clear parts, and it's going to be like... well, it's got like a lot of black parts, so anyway, it's gonna be dark and shiny all at the same time. It's pretty cool looking design. So we'll be building that in the afternoon over on that channel, so you can come back and check that out. This should be pretty quick. It's a master grade, but it's an older master grade. Shouldn't be a very lengthy build by any means. So let's get into it. That said, this first part might be a little slow because we have all these to deal with. So I did cut these out like halfway runners, but I didn't want to get them mixed up, so I couldn't cut them out and prepare them fully. So we'll have to do a little bit of that as we're kind of going here. So yeah, Thursday. That means, well, you know what that means. Tomorrow's Friday. And that means, well, just wanted to, maybe not quite that much. Brighten that up a little bit. I'm going to zoom us in. That's pretty good. Oh, where are we? Here we go. Oh. Cursed Zaku pipes. Yeah, the good thing about these pipes, I love the Zaku 2.0 Master Grade kit, but yeah, the piping bits, if you guys have ever built one, you know that can be a real pain. I will admit. This is a little bit different, and I don't think that the pipe parts for this are going to be nearly as frustrating, but kind of pro and con. I think the MG 2.0 design for the piping is more frustrating to put together, but it looks way better. This one is going to look pretty good, but those piping parts fit over this like soft rubber part here, which I'm not a fan of. I like the ones on the 2.0. It's like this part is like a harder plastic, and then there's the spring that fits over it, and then the pipe that fits over that. I think it looks much better. This one's not going to look quite as nice, but it will at least be easier to put together. So, yeah, we'll get it going here. It's kind of it's the third step. It's the third part of step 1, anyway. So we'll get into putting the piping parts on straight away, but that'll be good because then that's like the first thing that we're putting together here, and then after that we're kind of in the clear. So let's see, we've got 7 of number 4, which is this one. I've already got 2 that fell off the runner here. So 7 of number 4 are on here first. How's everybody doing this morning? Multi-stream days are the best. And then I've got a live stream tomorrow as well. Not a live build. Be a critique episode. What is that? Oh, hi, Mark. See, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna guess we're gonna have extras of these left over. Maybe. Well, I don't know. Maybe. Well, maybe not. Actually, we'll see. If any of you guys built this kit before, what did you think of it? The Hi-Zack is not one of my favorite like Zaku variant designs. I like it more than the FZ, but yeah, so like I think the FZ I would put like in last place. Than this one, than the Hi-Zack. I know it's kind of like different. It's not like just a variant of the Zaku 2 sort of, but anyway, for being a similar kind of design, basically. Did I get all those? I think this one I didn't get. Did I? Maybe I did. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3. Hi, Zach. Hi, did I miss Zach catch the box? Fall from the ceiling. No, I didn't catch the box today. Not for the live stream. That might be a mess. I mean, because if my container box accidentally broke open or something on the drop, it'd be a big mess. I mean, it's easy enough to put the kit together when everything's separated by section, but if everything was all mixed up, it certainly would be not necessarily terribly challenging. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But, you know, somewhat more challenging. Certainly would take more time. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's 2 more that are going to go at the end here after this. Okay. Let's see if I can get it before. Oh, nice. Got a new house. Nice, nice. As in, like, new, you're like the first owners, or like just new to you? I don't know what. I know that, like, like mortgage interest rates were like pretty bad, real bad for a little while there. I don't know what it's like now. I've talked about this before, but like when we moved to the US from Korea, we moved at like the time when like the prices for houses were just crazy, which sucked. But interest rates were not bad. So like we actually got lucky in that we have a pretty good interest rate. It's like 3.65 or something like that. I think we bought a percentage point too. Well, not like a full percentage point, but a little bit. But then I could think like shortly after that, it went up to like 6, 7. It went up to 6 or 7% in like 2 months later after we got ours. So like the timing was really good. Yeah. I don't know like kind of where it's at now. I think I've heard that it's down a little bit. But we're certainly not like in the market to move, so I just haven't really been paying attention to it. Let's see. Will be look new background in the next video. No, I've no plans at the moment necessarily to change any background or room setup or anything like that. Although I have been thinking about it a little bit recently. Don't really know exactly what that would look like or how I want to do that. I have been thinking about it. Then A2 times 2. I think that's this one here. Yep. A couple of these. And all right. How's the rubber pipes on the kit? Well, this one's going to be kind of mostly hidden, you know, underneath these piping segments. But there is more of like rubber piping on like the arms and the knees. These bits are kind of harder to get at here. And yeah, the arms will probably be like the most apparent of like exposed rubber piping, and I don't expect that they're gonna look great. Probably if I was wanting to do like a you know, like an actual like painted custom build, probably I would replace those with like some spring and plastic pipe parts. But at least for now, I mean, it'll be fine. I don't really have any particular special plans for this kit at the moment, other than just build and review for the time being. So that's kind of all that's on the plate at the moment. Since you're building an older kit, what of the older kits that Bandai hasn't printed in a while would you like them to reprint? Good question. You know, and I don't follow that too well, because like I'm mostly just, you know, most of the time just trying to keep up with, you know, whatever is coming out new. And as far as like older kits, most of what I would want, I kind of already have, which I'm fortunate in that. But so there's not a lot that's like that Bandai has made, like older kits that I would want them to reprint. That's not like something that I already have. But I was trying to think. I take that back. Actually, one that I would really like to see reprinted that I definitely don't have is the 1.0 Master-Grade Gelgoog, of which I think there's 2 different versions. Excuse me. There's like the old 1.0 MG Gelgoog. I think there's the one which is like the like gray color scheme one. That one has the parts to make it as either the regular Gelgoog or the Gelgoog Cannon. Am I remembering that correctly? And then the red one is the Johnny Ridden's one, I think. Is that right? I don't know if I'm remembering that correctly, but something like that. Okay. Okay. So these parts then fit up inside of here. We're not really going to connect that onto anything quite yet. Okay. Polycaps, of which we have quite a lot. I don't know if we're going to use them all, though. Probably not. But there is a lot on here. So it's an older Master-Grade, so I'm assuming we're going to use a fair amount of polycaps. Let's see. That needs to stay in there. And polycap A, we need a couple of. Really, excuse me. Really stoked that USA Gundam Store got me in-era Fenrir over to me over the weekend, especially because the pre-order said third quarter originally. Yeah, I don't know why the pre-order was originally that far out, because if you guys saw it, like in my unboxing video, I mentioned that. And then we got the kit in like a week later after I posted my unboxing video, saying that I was under the impression when I was unboxing it that I was getting it like way early, because I saw on the website that we weren't supposed to get it until Q3. Then I did also see that some other stores like were getting it in already, so I was like, wait, what the heck? And then yeah, shortly after we got our delivery here as well, so it was a surprise. I don't know what exactly happened, why there was that like mix up in terms of when we were expecting to get it in, but hey, people certainly are not going to complain about the kit arriving earlier than expected. It's only when the kits arrive later than expected that's when the emails and phone calls start coming in. Sorry. Okay. I'll get it eventually. We got our chest vents here, and these apparently are just gonna pop right into this part. No, I kind of go like this. Oh, interesting. One thing, although there's like aspects of this Hi-Zack design that I'm not super into, which is why I said it's like not one of my favorite Zaku variants. I will say I do kind of like the head. I like the fact that it's got like the 2 bars like in the front. there, kind of in front of the mono eye. That's definitely one aspect of the design that I like. So, all right, this is pretty much just gonna go like this here on one side, this on the other side, this on the other side, and then this on the back. So yeah, it's an older master grade. Not really gonna be so complicated when it comes to the parts here. Interesting, like open hatch here. So that's kind of cool. You look because of that rubber part here, you can open that cockpit hatch, which actually would kind of like stretch out this part there to open up like that. It's kind of cool. I like that. This part then goes on the bottom right there, and then our torso is done. And from there we can move on. Will you be building the Himoxian Arkham Knight? Also, is it true that's only getting a single run? I don't know about that kit. I don't think that I'll be building that, no. But I did just recently build up the Himoxian Nukes Baki kit. And so I've got that built, and I'll be reviewing that soon. I also have like the arm unit for that, which gives you like the 4 extra arms for the backpack. So I've got to build that up as well to go with that. And yeah, I'll be reviewing that soon. Okay, the head is next. What polycaps do we need here, if any? We need this one, polycap B, and N. And this is the other part of the kit where we're using more of the pipes, actually. And this part is similar to the 2.0 in that it's not a soft rubber piece that the pipes fit around. It's just a like hard plastic, just rigid shaped plastic part here. Where is that part? F18. Oh, for some reason I had this in the wrong spot. Yes, looking forward to Baki's review. Yes, that'll be cool. And then yeah, if you missed it at the beginning of the stream, I mentioned that later this afternoon, in just a few hours, I'll be live over on the YouTube, the USA Gundam TV YouTube channel, to be doing another live build over there of a Motor Nuclear kit, Motor Nuclear Lubu, which we do not have in yet. It's an early sample, but I'd imagine we'll be getting it pretty soon. So we should have that. Missed the nubs on this part. Okay, so let's see. Got that. Got this part here. There we go. Couldn't quite. Some of these polycaps are kind of hard to get into place, especially if you've got big fingers. And so the mono eye, you are able to move it, but it's not going to move like with the heads. Like with the 2.0 Zaku, when you turn the head, the mono eye is like geared to move automatically with it. This one just has a little thing here on the top that you can turn. In theory, there you go. Yeah, you can kind of turn that to turn the mono eye. So you are going to have to pop off the top of the head in order to do that. So we've got this, and well, actually, I guess not take off the top of the head entirely. It's just lift up the part here, which is kind of cool. So because this part, the center part, will lift up, I'll show you. As this center part lifts up there like that, then you can access that little dial there. That's what you need to turn to rotate the mono eye. So that's pretty cool. What other What's other than Zeta should get an MG Verkov from the Zeta series? The Mark II Vercostume slice. That would be cool. Yeah. And I'm not even like a huge Mark II fan, but I do think that would be a nice option. Okay, so the pattern for this, let's see, is A3 times 10, which let's see, it's here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to lose these. Don't know what other like possible way. I thought about it a little bit, like how can I cut these parts out ahead of time to not have to do it on the stream, and then have it so that I know which ones are which, and I just couldn't come up with a good idea for it. But I don't know what I could have done. Maybe like stuck them to a piece of tape, like written the number on there or something. Suppose that maybe could have worked. Hi-Zack does need a 2.0. I mean, it's it's my first time building it, so I couldn't say what my opinion is at the moment as to whether it needs a 2.0 or not. I mean, my impression of it thus far is that it's an older master grade, but I mean, I think generally like the proportions of it and just like the parts, everything here don't look too bad. I mean, obviously a 2.0 would be better, be nicer. But it's not exactly like they could just like repurpose the 2.0 frame of the Zaku 2. I mean, it would have to be completely original, and I don't know, if the Hi-Zacks really got the popularity to warrant that. But I mean, or like where would be like the key points for improving? I think just general, like just basically something more modern where we have a bit more like part separation and color separation, a bit more of a full inner frame, because I think this has like, it's like an older master grade where it doesn't have the full inner frame. It's like 75% or 80%, something like that. There's probably a couple bits like in the arm or leg or something, like the thighs or something is usually like a common place. Where on a lot of these older master grades, the inner frame just didn't go through the length of the thigh or something. That's probably the case, something like that. Don't recall for this one offhand, but we'll get to it here momentarily. Is there any two-eyed Zaku? That's a good question. I don't know. Nothing that's immediately coming to mind, but maybe somebody in the chat knows. Hi-Zack is my favorite old MG. Unfortunately, the lower backpack binders broke after a few years. Oh, okay, I'll look out for that. If I can get these piping bits on here, geez. I knew this part of the build would slow me down, but I kind of don't like that it's slowing me down this much. Kind of want to get on with the build, but this is the last bit after the head here. Then yeah, after that, all the other piping parts are just soft rubber pieces, so it'll be easy. But it's kind of a slow start with this. Then we've got one of number 5 and then one of number 30. Five here. 30 is kind of a little bit more of like a cap piece, sort of. what would be cool would be if Bandai came out, and it would probably be P Bandai, which I mean, I wouldn't prefer, but I would be okay with it if we got the kit. But it would be cool to see like an MG Hi-Zack based off of this. I mean, it'd be cool if it was, you know, a nice new kit and not based off this older kit, of course, too. But I would take it. It would just be cool to see a 1/100 scale kit. Do we have? I don't think we have any like Ewok type kits in 1/100 scale, do we? So you've got like the Ewok Jagan, the Hi-Zack. Even in HG, is that it? I don't think they've made like anything else, have they? All right. I know there's like a Jim Kai, I think it is, from like Advanced Zeta that has the Ewok type head or backpack, whatever, kind of on it. And maybe that's it. Any leaks around a new MGEX kit? Not that I've heard. And I mean, obviously, if it was something that I heard that I thought was like actually legit, I wouldn't be able to tell you anyway. Well, like if I heard it, like, I don't know, if it's something that I just saw online and it was legit, then it wouldn't be a big deal. But like if it was something that like I'd heard here, like at like USA Gundam Store, like some like through some Bandai communique, then obviously it wouldn't be something that I could share. But I don't ever really hear anything like that, not from Bandai. Occasionally from Kotobukiya, but on a very rare occasion. What took Bandai so long to milk MG Jagan with every Jagan? Yeah, well, they haven't really done that, have they? I was expecting, yeah, I've talked about this before, because at the time, it felt like we were getting loads of different HG Jagan variants, all like P Bandai ones. And then they came out with the Master-Grade Jagan, and I thought, okay, well, now we're going to see lots of P Bandai Master-Grade Jagan variants. And we kind of didn't really ever get that. We got, I think, like the Jagan D and the Stark Jagan, and that was even like a little while later. The Jagan D was like pretty soon after the release of the Jagan. Then it was a little while we didn't have anything, and then the Stark Jagan, and then yeah, I think that's it. Haven't had an Echo S type. We haven't had what's the other one? Is the D, is that the one from Crossbone or F91, or isn't there another one in HG that they came out with from Crossbone and or F91? And then of course like the Ewok type, and what else? The Char's counterattack version. I'm trying to think of all like the HG variants that they've come out with that they could make as like variants of the PG as well, but or the not PG. That'd be interesting. A PG Jagan. It'd be cool to see another PG grunt. The only grunt that we have in PG is just the Zaku 2. Not sure what it would be. I mean, yeah. I'm sure some people would be hyped about a perfect grade gym, but I don't think probably all that many people would be that psyched. I mean, like, I feel like the people who are like big gym fans are also like MG enjoyers or HG enjoyers, because that's where like most of the gym kits are. So they're probably not like, I don't know, both a gym fan and a PG fan. feel like there's probably not a whole lot of crossover there. Also missing Gustav Karl and MG. I mean, that's not terribly surprising. I mean, we just got the second HG of the Gustav Karl, and that was even kind of surprising considering it's not just like a recolor with a few new parts or something. It's kind of surprising that they basically made an entirely new kit for that again. But yeah, still, I don't think it has the popularity for an MG release. It would be cool, but it's realistically speaking, especially with how few MGs we're getting. I mean, if we were talking like 20 years ago when they were putting out like a new MG like every month, then you know, Gustav Karl MG wouldn't have sounded too, you know, out of the realm of possibility. But in this year, 2026, and just like how Bandai's been releasing MGs lately, I mean, to be fair, we got like a somewhat new, slightly retooled 1.5 Dom not too long ago. But that was really only just because they had the parts that they used for making the Dwaj P Bandai MG. All right, so there we go. Finally, done with the head. The one thing, unfortunately, this neck joint is just a static, non-moving part there. So the head is on a ball joint, but we're not going to have like a ton of movement with that. So there's our bust. Pretty cool looking bust. I like the chest vents. I like the like slats on the eyes. Hello. Oh, thank you.
Sure.
You're on the live stream, you know.
Oh, you're on live stream?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I don't know what this is. Oh, I do know what this is. Oh, this is cool. Nice. I can do a live unboxing here for you guys, sort of, with this. I know what's in the other box, too. But this is cool, because I haven't seen this even anywhere online yet. Ta-da! It's the new... Oh, yes, I have. I think I hadn't seen this. For whatever reason, I hadn't recognized, because the layout's kind of different for this. The spring issue of Plamo Hobby Magazine. Yes, this is cool. I like that. Who did this there on the front? Engaru Hokkaido. I'm not sure if I know who that is. Vincent? Oh. Oh, Hokkaido is maybe where he lives. Gotcha. Anyway, so I'll make a video on this later. But that's cool. Look at that painting in there. Very nice. Awesome. Let's see what I haven't seen what my article looks like, because I was gonna do, so normally I send like I have my photos and I send them off to George, and he puts the layout together. This time I was gonna put the layout together myself, but I just like didn't have time. Just sent off my photos to George, and just I was like, you can do it by yourself. Sorry. So here it is. It's just basically an article version of the video that I did on the Banshee. So he put this together. Looks nice. I like that. So there you go. Just there we go. Just a couple of pages there. Pretty cool to see like this nice big like full page photo there of that. Where you can unfortunately see that little tiny bit of paint scratch that I got on the backside of the elbow. Yep. Otherwise, yeah, that looks pretty good. That's cool. Very cool. All right, I'll take a look through this later, and like I said, I'll make a video on that. later as well. So, all right, awesome. Back to the build. Arms are next. Okay. That was a good video. I'm glad you liked it, Jeremy. Thank you. What was the first model you ever made? Well, first model like of anything ever that I ever made. I made a Jurassic Park T-Rex model with my dad. That was probably the first like model anything that I ever made, as far as I can remember. And I think my dad did most of the work. I think I was pretty young at the time. Let's see, how's this go on here? Ah, okay. Okay, this is like our elbow joint here, or elbow, no, kind of the top of the arm kind of joint. Let's see, we'll get to it anyway. It's a very interesting construction here for the arms because of the way that the piping wraps around everything. That goes in there, and then this one goes like through behind there. So like it's like this soft rubber, which I don't prefer, but in terms of just like how it's working, it seems to be like working pretty nicely. Does this kit build similarly to the old MG Zaku? I have built an old MG Zaku kit before, the Shin Matsunaga one, but it's been a while, so I don't really recall the build that well. It's probably similar, yes. For the most part, this one, I mean, I feel like it's probably a little bit nicer, but I'm sure it's similar. Okay. This part's kind of weird because, let's see, I'm going to put this on this side first. That's meant to go there. This will close that up. This will fit on the front. This one here on the back. Okay. Quite the bulky forearm there. That's for sure. It's got these not great old MG hands. So aside from like the fully articulated MG 2.0 hands, which I hate, these are like second worst. But I think like the novelty of these hands actually kind of matches pretty well with the design of this kit, with this kit having sort of like a little bit more kind of old school kind of design to it. It's got like that funky old school 80s kind of vibe, right? And so I think that the aesthetic kind of matches that pretty well, actually. Oh, what? So that's interesting. Let's see. I've got this little vent part in the wrong spot. And another poly cap that's going to be hard to get into place. Well, it wasn't that hard, but that's that. Just straight onto there. There we go. Okay. Must have been so weird for viewers back then to see the Fetties start using Zaku's. Yeah. All right. Next arm. But anyway, yeah, you're right. I was gonna like say that's kind of probably weird. I was gonna say something more about that. I don't really get into like the deep, like critical analysis of like anime and even Gundam though. So like I won't go there. Yeah. That's for, I'll leave that to other people who are much better suited at anime analysis. Let me see. A and E. Oh, okay. It's weird. All right. Did they ever release an Earth Federation version of the damge Hi-Zack blue one? I don't think so. Not even as like a P Bandai. So I was saying just a bit ago how I wish that we got like a P Bandai damge Hi-Zack based on this one, which would have been a cool, just like kind of pretty simple variant. I mean, just like how the HG is. But yeah, we didn't get that. We didn't even get the blue version either. And that's a good point. So it's kind of interesting they haven't gone back, because we've seen them go back and like reuse old MGs for the purposes of making new like P Bandai variants with other things like the Zakuto F2 we saw just like a few years back. They came out with new P Bandai versions of those, which were mostly just recolors, but I mean, like, that's exactly like what you're talking about for this. So yeah, it's kind of interesting that we haven't seen that. But don't put it past Bandai. I'm sure it's just a matter of time. Probably more likely to see that where like they'll just take this old kit and recolor it for a new P Bandai variant in a different color. We're more likely to see that than see like a 2.0 come out first and then a recolor or variant or whatever. Would be my best guess. I think for the shoulder armor, let's see, we do have a polycap in there. No big surprise here that there's a big old seam line through this shoulder armor here. But, I mean, could be worse. All right, there's our other arm. Our torso is done, well, the upper half of the kit, I guess I should say. Then we got the waist section. Okay. One thing about the Lubu motor nuclear kit that I'll be live building this afternoon. One thing about that kit is it has a ton of skirt armor. Like, I don't know if I've ever built a kit that has that many parts for like the skirt. Usually like the skirt section of like a mecha kit or anything, you know, Gundam or otherwise, it's not like a super parts heavy section of the build. But that one, I mean, wow, it just has a ton of parts for the skirt. So that's going to be a very lengthy part of that build. Who knows what Bandai thinks these days? Yeah, I mean, they're thinking something. More polycaps. Okay, wait, we need also polycap L and 2 of polycap E. Should have known not to put that polycap runner back down. It's the waist section, especially like an older MG. This hip section is always going to be one with plenty of polycaps. Although it is kind of cool to see at least the hip joint connection. It's just a ball and socket, which is not ideal, but at least it's a type that will rotate and that can actually like rotate side to side independently. There, so I mean that's something. It's kind of cool. For an older kit like this, I mean that's not always going to be a given. Oop. Side skirt, and that's it. Actually, probably would be a better idea to not put the side skirts on quite yet until we got the legs on there, but that's fine. Really liking how it's looking, to be honest. I like the kind of old school charm that it has. It's kind of nice. Let's get the legs put together, in which case, let's see, well, let's get the parts out here first. There's a lot of polycaps here in the legs as well. A lot. Oops. And big old parts for the feet. Here. Including stickers. The only foil stickers that we have are for these parts on the front of the feet, so it's just this red part here, but then we're meant to put this foil sticker there in the center. I like that. It fits on pretty well. pretty convincing there, I suppose. Let's get that to the side. And polycap time. The correction stickers are what turns me off the most. What's that? I don't mind all the rest of the old charm of these kits, but those hands, yeah, I mean, normally I would be with you, but I think like these hands are, again, kind of match that old school style of the design, I think. It's just my opinion. But okay, so let's see, polycab K, E, and F. K, E, and F here in the foot. It's odd. It goes here. Kind of cool too. It looks like the kind of ankle joint built into the foot here is going to be kind of nice. You've got this part here will actually move there as like kind of like the top of the foot, sort of. So it looks like that'll actually be kind of nice. Next page. Ah yes, okay, now this knee armor or knee joint. Gonna be interesting. So there's two different ones here. These rubber parts that fit like around the knee joint. That one goes like that, and then this one. Let's see, like this. Got like a certain way they need to go on. I think I got it. And then, of course, more polycaps in here. Polycap H. And we're going to immediately need a bunch more for the next step as well. These older polycaps don't twist off the runner quite as cleanly as well. There we go. That's our knee joint. Pretty interesting. So it's got those soft rubber parts on there. And then it's going to go on there. Then we need all the polycaps. T, which is going to fit into there. J, U there, U, and V. Come on, or come off, actually, to be more precise. U is going to go here at the front. Someone's mic, it's lunchtime here, and so I can smell all the food people are microwaving. It's making me hungry. Okay. That's everything there. Coming together. How old is this kit? This is from 2004. Yeah, that's what I thought. 2004. Yep. A little ways back. Interesting. PCR. It's kind of odd for this one, or these rubber parts. This front one, it's already just like, it's just in this shape like that. But for this back one, it's just molded straight like that, and you have to bend it in order to get in there. And it's kind of tricky because it doesn't want to stay like in place while you're like holding it together. So I'm gonna try this here. There we go. Once it's in there, I guess. Pretty well, I suppose. Kind of weird that they made it like that, though. Why they didn't just make this back one also just molded in like a curved shape. Odd choice. Let's see. Then it's basically just a matter of, well, we got this part somewhat complicated here. There should be 3 of these. For some reason, I only have 2. Yeah. Maybe unpopular opinion, but the tubing on this kit is one of its most fun features. I mean, it's definitely a unique feature with this one. But like, not necessarily even just like the kit itself, but I mean just the design, the Hi-Zack design. I would have preferred the tubing on this be all done more similar to like the MG 2.0. As crazy as that sounds, as I was just saying earlier, you know, that kit can be frustrating. The tubing can be frustrating on that, but I think it ultimately looks nicer. Not that this one looks bad, but just with it being rubber, you know, it's harder to paint and all that. So, I got that, and then this part up here. It's that crunch. Okay, so first, this part goes on the back. Second is the knee. Third is the front. Fourth here. Fifth here. There we go. There's our leg. And unfortunately, just because of the way that it's designed, you only kind of really have seam lines here on the inside, but you could pretty much easily turn those into panel lines if you wanted to, I would say, there and there. the bottom ones even kind of like don't line up super perfectly anyway. So you'd be better off just you could do it so that you could get rid of the seam line, but I think just making it into a panel line is much easier step. It's got like a nice size to it too, I will say. Okay. Second leg. It also has a very nice arsenal at Giant Hero. Yeah. You have quite a few weapon options with this one, that's true. Let's get this other sticker on here. Was the polycaps we needed for this was, let's see, K, E, and F. That's right. You could say that you're on the last leg of the build. Yes, I could say that. But, you know, it makes for a good pun, but it's not actually that close to reality because although the backpack is fairly simple, as was just said in the chat there are a lot of weapon options with this, so the weapons are going to take a couple minutes anyway. I mean, there's a lot of weapon options, but obviously like they don't have like a ton of parts necessarily, so this part here. Putting this foot together real quick, just so that these parts are then out of the way. To do the rest, we can also do that with the side part. Here. 2, 3 of those. This one here, and I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't think that I am. Right? Yes, I was almost forgetting something. This red part here. Okay, there's that. Got polycaps here. On top of building the weapons, I'm so glad that building the 7 swords SA Percival was not annoying. It was actually fun. Yeah, the Percival was cool because each sword is different, right? If it was just like 7 of the same sword, would have been pretty boring. Still would have made for like a kind of cool effect on like the finished kit to have, you know, either way, you know, just having 7 swords is going to look pretty cool, but it was definitely really nice that they were all different. Definitely. If you guys have not checked out that kit, I mean, I would definitely recommend it. Knee armor knocked out there real quick, or knee. Why I keep saying knee armor? It's not armor. Knee joint. That's right. That's what that is. Just go ahead and pop out the rest of these polycaps here. That one, that one, that one, and what was the other one? T. Or, huh? J. Yeah, that's what it was. here while we're here. Put that on. That one looks okay. It's also okay. I think it's just this one. Oh, it's actually kind of okay too. It's there, and this one's here. Oh, all right. Oh yes, we need the joint in between. Ever build an MG Rick DS? No, I haven't. It's an older kit, but like this one holds up really well. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I've not built it though. I've, you know, on multiple occasions I have thought about it, seen it, and I thought, you know, again, it's a similar case where it's not really like one of my favorite designs, but the kit does look like it has like a kind of nice charm to it, very similar to this one. So yeah, I probably will build one at some point. The MG Rick DS. Wait, what's the problem here? There we go. Okay, cool. That leg's done. On to the backpack. It's looking pretty nice so far. It's not the most detailed, but I think it looks good, actually. Very nice. It is the backpack next, right? Yeah. I think, yeah. Better with panel lining. Oh, for sure. I mean, it doesn't have a ton of panel lining on here, but I mean, or like a ton of like panel details and stuff. I mean, like details that could use panel lining. There's not a lot of that. Most of the surface is pretty plain, but I think that works well for the overall look. But yeah, obviously a little bit of panel lining, and then definitely some top coat on this would look really nice as well. Help it to not have so much of that toy look. But again, I think just based on the design, I think looking a bit like a toy is kind of part of the look. All right, there's just a couple of parts of these thruster belts. For whatever reason, I didn't put them in the right spot, and I put them in my different part of the box, which I usually put like leftover parts or parts that I'm not sure where they belong. Apparently I put a couple of the backpack parts in with the weapons or something. Hopefully not like thrown away or broken. So a short story on this particular kit. It was It was. Oh, here they are. Forgot about this. Forgot that there was some parts. So there was some parts that were broken. The box was like crushed, and you guys will see in like the video, in like the unboxing portion of the review video, you guys will see that like the box was crushed. So there was like a couple of runners that were like smashed, like the corner portion of the runners were smashed, and like a few parts were kind of like broken off. And like this is the part that one of the only parts that got actually damaged at all. Which, where does this part even go? Is this part not even used, or did I miss this somewhere? It feels like it's like a ankle joint part or something. Oh no, it goes in the shoulder. Oh, I did miss that, didn't I? Oops. Okay, well, we'll come back to this. I want to just go ahead and glue this now. So this part, I don't know if you guys can see this. It's got this crack here. It's not totally broken, but it's pretty close. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some glue in that. I'll leave it off for the time being. So the glue will do the work to kind of fix that crack. Basically, it's just like kind of how you would fix a seam line is what I'm going to do here for this. Let's glue that for now. I'll sand that up later, and that should be pretty good. There's a few more parts here. I also forgot. Sorry, guys, I was not prepared. A few other parts that I forgot that I put off to the side because they were like broken off the runner. So everything should be here. It's not that we're going to be like missing parts. The runners were broken, but still in the bag. So, I mean, unless the bag rips open, then all the parts are still going to be in there. And although the runner itself, two of the runners were actually kind of broken, the parts, other than that one that's cracked, the parts are all okay. And most of them are either weapon or backpack parts here. So, only bad side about the parts that broke off the runner is that they broke off in a way that, like, imagine, you know, like, instead of cutting the parts off the runner the proper way, just like twisting the parts off the runner and kind of the damage that does to the parts. That's basically what happens to a few of these parts here. So unfortunately, the parts themselves are intact, but kind of the nubs are pretty nasty. The gate marks there just because they're just torn off, so they're kind of damaged. Again, if I was gonna be like painting this, doing like a custom painted build or something, I'd probably have to putty and do a little bit more kind of repair work on some of these nasty blemishes here from that. Essentially just having the parts ripped off the runner. Trying to keep an eye on the time as well, because I do have the other live build to do, and I've got stuff to do in between. So we're fortunately just about finished here. So yeah, as I said earlier, if you guys missed it, and if you've not seen, I think it went out in the email yesterday, I think, and like the emails from USA Gundam Store. I don't know if you guys checked them, but that should have gone out, I think, in yesterday's email that I'll be doing that live build. So anyway, but in case you haven't seen, yes, I'm doing that live build of the Motor Nuclear Lubu over on the USA Gundam TV channel in just a bit, about an hour and a half from now. PCQ and PCW. If Gundam assemble on the horizon, will you make Gundam battle report in the future? What do you mean Gundam battle report? I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, as far as will I make more content with like Gundam assemble? I think so, probably. I don't really see why not. Which one are we on here? This one or that one? Oh, no, that is the wrong one. It was this one. Okay. These need to be cleaned up a bit. Ugh. This kit has a bunch of polycaps that are difficult for me to get in just because of big fingers, and it's like you have to put the polycap down into like a sunken in area that like it's kind of hard to get to. We've had it like 4 times now with this one, which I mean you have every now and then, but it just seems like more than usual with this. Let's go there. He's here. And then what? These go which direction? This way. Oh no! Forgot the polycaps there. Should have known there'd be more polycaps. Oh, this is really not going to cooperate to split apart now, is it? Are you? Oh, seriously? Yo's up. Curious if their battle reports are basically gameplay videos and miniature gaming. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. As far as like gameplay video, I mean, like, yes, I'm planning to do more videos like with Gundam Assemble, like generally, but I don't know about that type of video necessarily. Come on. I have a feeling in like the process of prying this apart, I'm going to be doing some damage to this, which I think will be a little bit covered up, but not that much. By these parts, when I go to like push this part on the side, it'll be covered up a little bit, but come on now. All right, what polycap is it? I. Good grief. That was dumb. I should have known that there was polycaps there. Didn't really think about that. And it just happened to be like the one part that was like particularly difficult to get separated. Right. Anyway. Our fins can go on here like that, and our backpack is on, even though those are backwards. No, they're not. Oh, one is. How'd that happen? Excuse me. Put that on the wrong way. No, that's right, right? Yes, okay. That just pops onto there. And they're kind of like loose here on the back. These like feel like aren't really gonna like stay in place super well. Kind of want they're a little floppy. Those parts. Got that shoulder armor part. I'll put that to the side for now. All right. So anyway, for the weapons and all that, let's see what we got going on with these. Here. Got the axe, the shield, the beam rifle, or not the beam rifle, the machine gun, other gun. All sorts of stuff here for this. Put this there. Had that part. Where'd it go? There we go. This one here. All right, there's our machine gun. Pretty close to like the Zaku machine gun. Actually, I take that back. There's a couple more parts. It's not quite done yet. Camera has this red part at the front and then a red part at the back as well. Like that. Now it's done. Our little pilot figure here as well. That's it. Okay. I think we're no, we're not quite done with the polycaps. There's one more, it looks like. Whew. Which is gonna go two more. Polycap D and M. D is an odd one. Good old Hi-Zack. Also, hi Zach. Thank you. Thanks, Tom. Well, hi. I guess is what I mean to say. D is gonna go here. That good. This one down here at the bottom. Oh, this cover piece here. What fits into the back of there? I think like the extra ammo bits, right? Connection peg here. Got 3 of these, so I think the extra ones of these ammo thingies go inside the shield, right? Got the kit in the way. Excuse me. Can't see the instructions. The shield also holds 2 of the beam E-packs inside. Yeah, that's what I figured in the storage compartment there. Axe is just a couple of parts here. That easy. It's got like a nice little spiky end there on that. And then for the beam gun here. Obviously, lots of seam lines on the weapons in particular, which is not a huge surprise, but just FYI. Oh, that's not going to stay on there at all, is it? Hopefully that's not like a user error. I don't think it's the case that like I cut too much off of this, but it seems like this E-pack is pretty loose on there. Like I've got it on there at the moment. That seems like it's not going to want to stay on there super well. There's that. There's our two weapons. The Marasai has a very similar looking like E-pack on it, and I really don't like the design of that. I'll say I'll probably be sticking with like the Zaku machine gun shaped. It probably has like a slightly different name. What is it? It's just called machine gun. No, what? Machine gun. Oh, no, yeah, that's it. I'll check the front of the manual. Actually, it will say more precisely. Got these missile pods here as well. That polycap got turned. It's not going to want to straighten out, is it? Have to take this off. It's yet another case. Polycap that doesn't want to go in there quite right. There we go. That, well, let's see, maybe it says here. Machine gun. No. Oh yeah. Zaku machine gun custom. Okay. Beam rifle, heat hawk, beam saber, option shield, missile pod. Gotcha. So there's our missile pod, and complete with missiles that fit inside here. Kind of unnecessary part. Those fit inside. That fits on there like that. Those aren't going to fall out. Yes, they are going to fall out. So, not a big fan of that. Would have liked, instead of like individual missiles for this, if it was just like one piece that's in there. So it gives you like a separate part, easier to paint, better color separation, but then they're not like falling out, because that's not really ideal. And then how does this go? Like that, really? Oh, okay, gotcha. So this is going to fit onto the back skirt, and then it kind of stretches around sides like that. Missile pod there. Yeah, they're not exactly falling out, but not super secure either. So yeah, on the storage here, the back side of the shield, these fit in here, kind of opposite each other. Get it if I can get them. Just in there like that, and close that up. And someone was saying the beam. Oh, so the beam saber handle, maybe in canon it's supposed to fit in there as well, but in the kit it just fits onto the back skirt, the beam saber handle. So we've got that, and yeah, that is it. I just want to get the nubs off of our pilot figure here, which is just the standard, like, basic pilot figure. Nothing too special. I don't want to lose that because the box has like a hole in it. I'll stick these in there. They're going to fit in there too. Maybe not really. That's fine. Just something like that. And that's it. So yeah, a good amount of accessories there with the axe, shield, the missile pack, beam rifle, machine gun, and ammo wants to keep coming off them and get it from there. And let me zoom out. Most importantly, the kit itself looks really nice. I like it. Like I said, like I've been talking about throughout the course of building this, it has a really nice kind of old school charm to it that I quite like. It's not super detailed. It doesn't have a ton of like part separation, but like pretty much like for the most part, all the colors are there. It's just that it's not a super colorful design. I'm sure there's those like little bits of color that are missing. Like if we compare it here, yeah, I mean, like it's mostly there. Yeah, so not bad at all. Straight out of the box, and could use a little bit of paint lining, a little bit of top coat on there for sure. Would help, but I mean, as it is, I think it's really nice. So really cool. I'll be working on the review for this one soon for you guys. I'll have that out, and then yeah, make sure to tune in to the USA Gundam TV channel. I'll be kicking off a live stream there in just about an hour. Kicking off that live stream to build the Lubu, the motor nuclear kit. The big, shiny, and all that. Pretty cool kit. So I'll see you guys back over there on that channel for that. But if you're not going to be there, then I'll see y'all later. Are you missing the part? Yes, there is the part on the spike shoulder. I mentioned about that. It was damaged, so I glued it, and I'm going to wait for the glue to do its thing. I'll sand that and add that back on there. But yeah, there is meant to be a shoulder part over here on the side, yes. Okay, all right, that's it for now. For now, guys, I'll see you in just a little bit over on the USA Gundam TV channel if you're going to join that live stream as well. See you then. Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging out. See ya.